In the hum of a studio where the levels run high, there's a voice cutting through like a lightning sky. At Master Media, he's holding the throne. The audio wizard, his name's Jeff Stone. He's taking names while the cameras roll, with a sarcastic grin and a heart of gold. Changing the game one upload at a time, making the hustle like a victimless crime. So come join the flight, don't you stay behind. Leave the boring old world and the daily grind, with a laugh and a thought to get you through. Jeff's got a brand new perspective for you. He's the king of the mic, the influence of soul, keeping us steady and taking control. Now Boston, Ginger Sharp and Mary B's got the whip. J7 and Hippie Chick are making a hit. Dusty and Jan are the brains of the crew, but there's plenty of room in the rafters for you. Don't let the smart kids have all of the fun. The master revolution has only begun. He'll roast you a little, then lift you back up, pouring pure chaos in a coffee cup. So come join the fly, don't you stay behind. Leave the boring old world and the daily grind, with a laugh and a thought to get you through. Jeff's got a brand new perspective for you. He's a king of the mind, the influence of soul, keeping us steady and taking control. It's more than a channel, it's a state of mind, where the jokes are fast and the truth's easy to find. From the audio board to the YouTube screen, the funniest disrupted as you've ever seen. Sloan is on the edge, making the call. Master Media standing 10 feet tall. Stop being a stranger, get in on the play. Jeff Stone's gonna help you survive the day. You come join the fly, come join the fly. Thank you, hippie chick, for getting the channel out. Hey, come join the fly, and that's Talk Media. Jeff is ready to ride.
Hello, 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 hello. So, hopefully, huh,
They mix 12:30.
There we go. Now Streamyard came back. There I am. And look at that, Brewers. Anybody that follows baseball, the Brewers swept the big bad ass Yankees. Swept them. 3 games, all to the Brewers in Milwaukee. What a weekend for Brewer fans. The big bad Yankees sent off to Baltimore now with 3 losses over the weekend. The Brewers came through today, well, Sunday, came through with a walk-off home run from Bryce Terang, who's turning in probably to the best second baseman in baseball, and the Brewers have him. So big Brewer fan I am, so I had to get the old Brewer stuff on and applaud the Brewers. So beat the big bad Yankees. All the American League East fans, that would be some of my people that listen from Boston. Yeah, we did you all a favor. We beat the Yankees 3 times. So now it's all up to you guys to go get the Yankees. They're easy to win. Come on, let's go. The Brewers did it. Everybody else can do it. So good to see that the Brewers will beat the Yankees all 3 games this weekend. So like I said before, I wanted to get to JFK. I haven't watched JFK in a long time. And when I did sit down and watch him last night, instead of just doing his show like I used to where I snipe it and then worry about when he's going to play music and all that kind of stuff, I thought, you know what? Why don't I just edit all that out, take the ahs and the you-knows and all the, like, whatever you want to call Kevy's talk, and then Jay Brill's, take those out, where he's applauding JFK as being the best, his mentor. So I took out some of that stuff. Not all of it, but I took out some. And it's funny that I cut the whole JFK show down almost an hour cutting that stuff off. Okay, it wasn't an hour, but it was close. So last night when they were on, it looked like they got in a little bit of argument. But then I realized that it was the JFK stage show, like he likes to do. But they actually, looked like they were arguing, all 3 of them. And it's kind of funny because then JFK, he walked off the show. And then, of course, he used it as, I'll come back if you match, X number of dollars. I'll come back. And I don't think they got $1. So he came back anyway. He said he was going to leave for 10 minutes. It ended up being about maybe 6 minutes. Maybe. I think it was closer to 4 minutes. But his little stunt didn't work. But let's watch a little bit of this. They're really big into that. I know Turtle Boy calls him Eddie something else, but it's the Eddie O'Brien case where the guy at 15 stabbed the lady multiple times. I guess a gruesome stabbing. And they're really into this thing to try to help this Eddie O'Brien, who's sitting in jail for the last 30 years for this murder. And it's a horrible, horrible murder. And as JFK and those guys talk, you also, you wonder if some of the stuff that they're talking about is true. But it seems like maybe Eddie's sitting in jail for, maybe he shouldn't be sitting in jail. But I know they're really big into it. They're really trying to figure out that whole murder. And sometimes they go off a little tangents. But like I said, I wanted to listen to them and wanted to bring the little argument that they had, which was kind of funny because JFK got mad at somebody that was writing in the chat. And it's funny the way he goes about, he talks about everybody else, how they run their chats. But then he gets just so upset. I mean, he is just upset sometimes. And but let's go ahead. Let's watch this and see if
the porch and we're waiting for a cab. I don't think y'all heard me. I said I need y'all to match the energy. What's going on? It's an energy check. How we doing out there, 49?
Mic
People
check.
in here, it's
Mic
Mother's
check.
Day
Mic
weekend,
check
but
to the
today is Mother's
Mic
Day.
Mic check
And I
to
got
the
me some
gods.
ghost energy right here. I got me something
Yeah.
special right here. I got the
Got it.
ghost
Got the
energy 7 Up.
Seven
Would you
Up.
believe it? A ghost energy
Hey,
7
hey.
Up. All green in the chat.
How you doing, Winks?
Mother right, for sure. It is Mother's
Kevin,
Day
Kev, look
today.
at
All the
that.
mothers
Got
out
the
there
beard.
shining. Enjoy your
Look at
day.
your hair.
Take it
Exactly.
easy.
Kind of
There's
little
no
bit
need
of
to rush. We are
anesthesia
here.
there, huh?
We are your hookup. It
Gonna be
is
a boy
currently
right now.
12:49. I hope you
Yeah,
enjoyed the
gonna join
intro.
in
It took my
sync.
time.
Look
Hope
at
I
that
hooked
hair.
you guys up. I hope when you're walking through TJ Maxx today, if you're
Put
going
that
on a
cap
haul,
back
if you're
on.
going to Starbucks early morning to grab your shake and espresso, or you're at Dunkin' Donuts grabbing your iced tea with 4 sugars, light with cream, or you're going out to the Cheesecake Factory, I want you guys to be singing, treat her right, treat your mother right, 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 treat her right. Treat your mother right. I hope I put you on to that. Hope I got in your head. I hope you think about me. Think about the
Mr.
stream.
T
Think about the
song.
long
Remember
gamers.
that
Think
one?
about been a wild
Yeah,
ride for
Mr.
sure.
T.
For sure. Kevy Kev 781 on the goddamn Cash App. What's happening, Kev?
Nothing much. Just hanging out, man. I want to say happy Mother's Day to all you beautiful women out there that are
Get ready to be
are
smart here,
mothers.
right here. Get ready.
Wow.
Oh, now we got J Bro. Here we go.
Bro, we
Not
got
today's.
issues.
Let me
We got
explain
issues
something.
now, bro.
Here we go.
What's that?
We got issues now, bro. We got big issues.
Yeah, we're getting feedback off still, even without the headphones.
You have your phone on too, Kevy Kev?
I never shut my phone off.
You
That's
turn the
why-
volume down?
I'm not on my phone. I'm on my computer.
Everybody's so mad, man.
God damn.
You know what,
Yeah.
man? See you the fuck later, man. Peace
Look at
out.
this.
Let's
They're
get
all
down to
arguing.
business, man. Shit, these fucking guys. Everybody's so mad, man. Me and JFK, I come here, man, put all the material together. I just ask, man, make sure your fucking sounds right. What do? You got one dude who smashed his computer. You got Kevy Kev saying, I'm not on my phone, dude. Why you coming at me, dude? What the fuck, dude. Fuck you, man. Let me see. Mic check. Yeah, we're back. I don't
Mic
know. There's
check,
some
you
type of
guys.
feedback. There was some feedback. So go ahead. What were you saying?
Okay, just so everybody knows, those stutters and everything, yeah, I did that. I put that in there because I just wanted to emphasize how much of an idiot JFK is. So I put the little stutters in there. That wasn't JFK. But they still haven't figured out their whole audio thing. All of them. And how long have they been doing this? They should be able to figure this out. JFK is a rapper. He spends time in a studio. I heard that JFK is going to be producing Meredith's big hit that she came out with on, I heard it on X. Meredith, Turtle Boy's ex-girlfriend, is coming out singing. And I guess JFK now is producing the album that's coming out. And he can't even get the microphones and the whole setup ready for Kevy Kev and J Bro. And somehow he's going to do Meredith's songs. And let's face it, Meredith needs a little bit of help. There's got to, if he's going to use an editing software called Pro Tools, which is a big editing software in the music world. I mean, Jimmy Buffett used it. I mean, everybody uses Pro Tools. I used to use it in my voiceover business, but I don't anymore. But I used to. And there's a thing in there called Auto-Tune. And you could be the worst singer in the world, the worst. Like Taylor Swift. Sorry if there's any Taylor Swift fans out there. And before I even go any further on that, I will tell you this. Taylor Swift saved country music. All right? When she came out in 2004, 5, 6, right around in there, she saved country music at that time. Country music radio was on the way down. Okay? Taylor Swift came, couldn't sing, but boy, they did some magnificent work in the studio with her. And those songs hit that 13 plus year olds at that time and saved country music, brought country music, the people that were in country music, brought us a whole new demographic to the format. And Taylor Swift did that. Okay. But she does have some problems singing. I know that might surprise some people. But I still believe that, like I said, she saved country music at that time, the format for radio. And she brought that whole new demographic to country music and just lit the fire under everybody. And they got more poppier in the presentation of the music, country did. And a lot of it is today because of what Taylor Swift did back then. And, but let's face it, Meredith is not Taylor Swift. All right. So JFK's got his work cut out to him. He's really got his work cut out, because I don't know if he's going to be able to help Meredith. I mean, did anybody see that? Winks, did you hear that song that she was doing? What was it? It was about Turtle Boy and the glare. And I mean, it was horrible. It was horrible. I would have never even put, I don't care how bad you sing, but I would have never put that out there just because the way she was sounding. I mean, it sounded like her cat was scratching to get out of her grasp or something. That's what it sounded like. When you're holding your cat too tight, it starts that's what it sounded like when she was singing. It was horrible. But JFK is going to produce her. He's going to produce the hits. And the way I hear, now this is what I hear. This is what's coming down the grapevine here, the little X rumors. JFK is producing. Looks like James Jackson, when Meredith goes on the road, is going to be her tour manager. And I guess Jay Brill's going to handle all the marketing. And then Kevy Kev, I don't know what Kevy Kev's going to do, but I guess Nan is going to support the whole project. She's going to send a few $4.99s and going to support the project the way it sounds. That's what the rumor is on X. So, all right, let's get back to JFK, because this does get going with all of his cronies here.
About what? About this new news we just got?
And let me just say this to add to that. Not Today Satan has been working tight, like around the clock.
Endlessly.
And yeah, endlessly. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. And I'll tell you, she's not from around here, she just said. So she don't even know.
That's what I hear, Winks. It's rumors. I hear she's going on tour. I hear James Jackson's her tour manager. He's bringing the gold chains out for that one, and he's going to be the tour manager. And then, like I said, looks like Jay Brill, because I mean, this guy can. I mean, you talk about the art of the deal, the Trump stuff, that book right here. This guy can make a deal. Look at Jay Brill. He can make a deal. And then you got Kevy Kev. Well, let's face it, Kevy Kev probably just going to be on the tour because he knows how to fix a bus. He can get into the engine if it's got problems or whatever, because I'm sure they can't get a new bus. So Kevy Kev's going to have to put a bus together. And so that's where he's going to be. But yeah, so the way it sounds, JFK is getting in the studio sometime soon. Nan is taking care of the price of the studio. And Meredith is going to have a hit on her hands the way it sounds. I don't know how. I don't know. There's not enough tools. There's just not enough tools in the software Pro Tools to make Meredith sound good. I'm going to tell you that right now. Auto-tune or not. Oh, yeah, I never thought about that. That's a good idea, Winks. Kevy Kev can be Meredith's dancer. Yeah, just like Mariah Carey used to have dancers. I used to know somebody that actually danced, and I still know. I shouldn't say I used to know. I still do know her, but she used to dance for Mariah Carey, and Kevy Kev can get dressed up and dance for Meredith, be the background dancer, maybe even do the oohs and ahs in the song. Might happen. But I think he could double as because Kevy Kev, don't forget, all you people that like cars and that, Kevy Kev is the guy that designed and put together the Hemi engine for Dodge and Chrysler, for the Mopar cars and the trucks. That Hemi engine everybody talks about, the fast engine, Kevy Kev designed it. Yep. I think he has a little YouTube presentation about him putting it together. So I'm pretty sure that he's going to probably go on the road with Meredith and probably be the mechanic for the bus. And then, but he also wears gold chains now too. Do you notice that? Kev's got a nice new gold chain that he wears. And J-Bro, all this time, he's working hard, but he's still got some problems with his lights. I mean, I got problems with lights. But look at J-Bro. But I guess that just adds to the mystery of J-Bro sitting in the dark.
What that means, but we all do. And that's true, though, because Cambridge Hospital's right there on Cambridge Street. It is close to where it is.
Oh, I'm not even from that area, Massachusetts, but I guess Cambridge Hospital is right there on Cambridge. Who'd have ever thought that? Cambridge Hospital is right there on Cambridge.
And like the fact that, see, these are the things, right, that you get thrown for a loop. Like, what is he doing? What is this guy doing?
That makes me feel like that phone call never took place, just like Danielle said.
Fuck, dude. Well, here's the thing. That phone call never took place, and nor did.
I put that edit in there too. That extra fuck no, dude. Yeah. Sometimes I throw that in there just for an effect because I know JFK likes it when you do that. So, like I said, I did the editing before I did this because I didn't want to be caught with the music that JFK plays. And just remember, you people that go and watch JFK, all right? He plays music because he doesn't, it's a filler. He doesn't know what to say. So he goes, let's play some music. Come on, long gamers, let's get it going. And he shows the green screen that he needs money. So this is his tricks, all right? But this is pretty funny, like before how he just knocked Kev off. And somebody in the chat goes after him about how he's treating Gabriel and Kev, which is hilarious. And he gets upset. Like only JFK can get upset. And he's already told everybody that he's not going to be like that anymore. But no, what does he do? He gets upset.
The South Station thing, like, and I said, if that's the case, then Carol has something to do, knows something more.
And what they're talking about here, just to catch everybody up, it's Eddie O'Brien. And it's the guy, the kid at 15 years old, stabbed somebody. Like I said, it was a gruesome murder the way it sounds. And then he got put away for the last 30 years. So, of course, the three mental giants here are going to solve the murder. And they've come up with why Eddie needs to be out of jail. I don't know one way or another. I have not dug into it. I just know that he's been there for 30 years. And I guess it was such a gruesome murder. It just makes you wonder, 15-year-old kid, but you just don't know anymore, you know? So, but he's sitting in prison, and these three are going to get him out.
And so what was your story? So you think that Carrie Ann has something to do with the death of her mother? That's what you told me earlier, right?
Yeah, because, a lot of people say that they...
I like that. So you think Carrie had something to do with murdering her mother, right, Kevin? That's what you told me when I talked to you last time, right?
Number one, there was a dog in the house. Nobody heard the dog bark. Nobody heard no noises, any yelling. I mean, if a family member walked in that house, it wouldn't be, a screeching scream like, hey, oh my God, what?
Free Kelsey earned something tonight.
Now, if you see these little edits, it's because Kev went, or, or, he had those little fill words that he has. And so I cut them out. So that's why you'll see it jump around a little bit. But like I said, I shortened JFK's whole presentation down to about an hour from 4 hours with all the edits.
She always comes in, right? But she earns
clown. There's his clown. How do you like that?
You are a clown! Clown!
Stop trying to stir shit up, Kelsey. You're going to get hit with clown bombs. Go ahead. Let's get back to business.
So I just feel like it was somebody close to her.
He's attacking his chat. Just attack the chat. And so he just picks somebody out there, some Kelsey, and just starts attacking her because she's starting stuff in the chat. So I don't know what that was all about. I wasn't watching the chat. I was just listening to him. And he right away hits her with the clown. Okay.
Super close to her. And you just think about, regardless if there was, you know, issues or whatever with Carrie Ann.
As you
As a
see
child.
so far, as you see, Jay Brill has really inserted himself into this. He is really, I mean, Jay Brill has inserted himself. He understands what everybody's talking about, and he's already inserted himself a lot, so he's just going to sit back.
Growing up, but there was a lot of different things. I mean, we've heard bits and parts about Carrie Ann that can't stop us from not looking at that as a possible. You understand? We've heard that she, you know, they used to have to go looking.
So is this like, does Kevy Kev believe that the daughter of this lady was involved with the murder? Is she some kind of Lizzie Borden from out that way or what? I mean, she was arguing with her mom a lot, so she ended up stabbing her. I forget how many, I mean, if anybody out there knows in the chat of this story, this Eddie O'Brien story, how many times this Janet was stabbed. I mean, really, the daughter did it? They're thinking? Kevy Kev thinks the daughter did it? Man, that's anger if that happened. You're killing your mom and stabbing her multiple times.
For her, and you know, her and her mother had, you know, problems and arguments, and the police have been called there before, and you know, so I mean, we can't just overlook that.
Well,
you know,
no. But
it seems like some people want us to just overlook that.
Who?
The other thing that I want to add to this too is that, and everybody that's been watching the show,
yep,
you've been tuned in.
Yep.
You're familiar with different people that have come on.
We tried
and talked to us.
Yeah, we tried to follow.
And you know, at one point,
look at JFK. He's not listening to one word Kevy Kev's talking about. He asked him, he wants him to talk, but look at JFK. He's not even listening to one word, not one. He's going to pick up. He'll pick up in a little bit what he's talking about, okay, that he can like shut him off. But right now, he's not listening to one word.
We had
kind of like me.
Gotten a lead from Margot Nash.
But why is that in the reports though? That it was Cambridge? Like, why didn't anybody pick up on that shit a long time ago? Go ahead, keep going, Kevy.
Well, I just Googled it and it said she was from Raleigh Street, but
here we go. Jay, look at that, Jay Brill. He has come alive.
It also says her son found her at 10, so they could be just mistaking the street.
Oh, look at that. Talk about adding to the story. Gabriel just added it. He's way out in front of Kevin Kev. You hear that?
I don't know.
Yeah. What street? What are you talking about?
You know how Janet was found on Boston Street?
Yeah.
Well, on that, with that Cambridge, it says that Janet Downey from Raleigh Street in Somerville, not Boston Street.
Not Boston.
But it also says that her son found her at 10 p.m. and
see, Jay Brill, he's got the perfect Marlboro sound to his voice. I mean, the only way you can get that deep is if you smoke about 3 packs a day. That's how you get that tone in your voice. And then I don't know how you get the mush sound. That's just a special thing with Jay Brill. But the deep tone is from Marlboros. Not lights. You got to have the Marlboro Reds. And that's how he gets it.
This and that, too, so it's possibly her.
And this and that comes from, I don't know. But that's Jay Brill. But follow him. He understands. He knows what's going on.
Go ahead, Kevy. Speak your mind.
All right, Kevy. Go ahead.
Where'd you find that information?
Where'd you find that?
That it was Cambridge.
You could just Google Jan.
See, JFK is trying to, let everybody think that he doesn't know, so he wants to know. This is all stuff that they worked out before the show. And JFK is trying to stay on track, and it's hard with these two to stay on track. but he's trying. And then he'll go off on his tangent, and then they sit there and go, well, we're not even finishing talking what we're talking about.
Janet Downing, Somerville, Mass., July 23rd, 1995. And they'll come up.
That she was.
Murder happened 31 years ago. So that guy that's sitting in jail is 45, 46 years old now. This Eddie O'Brien. I know Turtle Boy calls him Eddie Robinson when he talks about it. If you ever hear it, that bothers JFK so much. But Turtle Boy is talking about Eddie Robinson. I think he's talking about the Eddie Robinson that coached football at Grambling University, legendary coach in college football. I think that's who Turtle Boy's thinking of. But JFK gets so mad at Turtle Boy. Mad.
Was found in Cambridge Hospital. It was Cambridge Hospital. It says it.
Yeah, that's what it says. But it says her address was Raleigh Street, not Boston Street.
Yeah, but maybe she lived there before.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They could have the address confused, but it says that her son found her at 10 p.m., so it has to be her.
So she was pronounced dead 1,000% at Cambridge Hospital.
That's what it says at 10:45.
At 10:45. She left at 10:22. That would make sense. At 10:22, yeah, she'd be in that hospital by 10:30.
Well, she probably was dead before she left the house, right?
And then enough time to pronounce her.
Okay.
You don't confuse Cambridge Hospital with Mass General, number one.
Oh, okay.
So the people that are not from Boston, from Massachusetts,
Right,
like Not Today Satan,
all right,
Mass General is like Harvard. It's like it's the.
Is that true? Everybody out in Massachusetts on that East Coast, is that true? Mass General is like Harvard in the medical world. Is that true? Man, I gotta go visit that place then.
It's the holy grail of all hospitals.
Really?
Like,
wow.
It's big. Cambridge Hospital is not big. You know, it's got an emergency department. I know exactly where it is. I've been there many times. They do. I don't know if they have a nursery over there.
Why have you been there, JFK? So many times? Because you fell off your 20-inch bicycle with the high handlebars, banana seat. Did you fall off of that a few times when you were 25? You had to go to Mass General, get fixed up? Is that what happened?
There you can deliver
Did you drop your glasses? I wonder.
the babies over there.
I seen someone in the chat say in 1996. This happened in 95, but they said right around 96, both those hospitals merged with each other.
Oh.
Cambridge Hospital?
Cambridge and Somerville. So
yeah, but Somerville Hospital is not in Cambridge, though.
I know, but they ran under the same alliance, that health network alliance or whatever, or however that was.
Yeah,
that's great. That's good. All I want to know is where she went. She went to Cambridge? She didn't go to Somerville. She went to Cambridge Hospital. So Cambridge I know Somerville Hospital.
So why is that so important? Where she went to the she was dead. Why is that so important? Isn't what happened before the hospital most important, JFK? I mean, I don't know. That's what I would be thinking. I wouldn't be worried about where she was taken to the hospital.
I've been to Somerville Hospital too. It's up on a hill and all this crazy shit. It's kind of tucked in the back.
JFK, what are you doing at hospitals? It's got to be because you're riding that 20-inch bike, sicko, with that banana seat. You just can't control it. I mean, when you're 35 and you're getting on that banana seat, I bet you it hurts. So you're falling off probably a couple of times, so you got to run to the hospital, right? Unbelievable.
Hospital. Cambridge Hospital is right down the street from the Galleria. I think it's on Cambridge Street, right? Cambridge Hospital, if I'm not mistaken. It's on Cambridge Street. It's on the main drag.
1493 Cambridge Street.
Man, JFK on point. I've been there many times. My friend's mother used to get admitted there all the time.
What in the hell, Donovan, is that emoji with the disclaimer? That's pretty cool. I didn't even know. Where'd you find that? I got to find that one.
She was all fucked up in the game. R.I.P. But yeah, we used to go.
I got to use that. I got to use that emoji when I'm talking to Tracy on my Over the Line show with Tracy Broussard. I got to use that emoji a lot.
There a lot. So how do you get mastered? They ain't got no trauma unit over there at the goddamn. So
They
he
don't have
speaks
no trauma.
trauma where they can deal with trauma. An emergency is an emergency.
But she's dead already, JFK. You think they were going to put her back together? I don't know. I thought she was dead before she left the house. So does it make a difference if there was a trauma center or not? You know, I could have cut this part out because he's not making sense.
Number one, they deal with trauma. An emergency is an emergency. If
Okay.
you come in with your leg off from a shock bite, you come in shot 9 times. You come in after a car wreck. You come in after Jay Brill takes your M&Ms and stabs you. Like, whatever. Like, it's going to go down. Like, they're taking you. It's an emergency room. Like, this dude went all in with the trauma unit, like it was a burn unit or something.
You know, when I seen the tape, I knew what that meant.
Like, yeah, man, he adds all this extra shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, now as you break it all down, okay, trauma,
Yeah.
okay. It was an emergency room. They took her to the nearest place where they could get her help fast. And that's why I kept saying, like, if you went to Mass General, that's 15 minutes, man. Cambridge, that's 5 minutes. Google 71 Boston Street to Cambridge, to that Cambridge Street, and how far is it? It's got to be 7-8 minutes. And then
Typically
Google
3 to 5 minute drive.
I shut
3 to 5.
I shut
3 to
my
5
phone
minutes.
off.
What's going on, cuz? What happened?
Yeah, I thought you were saying that to me. I was just saying I shut my phone off. Jay Brill told me to shut it off.
So it's a 3 to 5 minute ride. So that's where. So it's right there. It's right there.
It says 71 Boston Street, Somerville, Mass. is just over 1 mile from Cambridge Health Alliance. Typically
Okay.
3 to 5 minutes drive.
But Cambridge Hospital, not Cambridge Health Alliance, Somerville.
Now it's known as Cambridge Health Alliance.
But to put the address into Cambridge Street. Put the address in so they ain't mistaken Somerville Hospital.
Gabriel, put that address in.
Well, that's what the lady was trying to say
There you go.
in the chat.
You talking to your phone again?
I'm talking to you, bro.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Jay Brill. He's whispering to his phone.
Yeah, but I'm trying to tell you straight. Unless he's talking to fucking Google, man.
He whispers.
JFK is upset with everybody. He is anger. He's got so much anger tonight. He's mad at everybody. And he's picking on Kevy Kev. Kevy Kev sounds good, I think. Don't you guys think? There's nothing wrong with Kevy Kev. He took off that stupid headset that's like JFK's, and he's doing fine. But JFK, I think he's jealous of Kevy Kev. I really do. I mean, look at Kevy Kev. He's got the in-sync hair. He's got the nice beard going on. He's getting ready for the tour with Meredith after JFK gets that album produced for Meredith. And they're ready to go on the road. Look at Kevy Kev. He's ready. Backup dancer, bus mechanic. He's got it going on.
To his phone. He's like, hey, phone.
Yeah.
No, I just mute you while I'm talking to it.
Man,
That's
just Google
why
that
the lady
shit.
was saying that. She just said there was a lot. Like I'm going way back in the chat. I'm just saying that a lot of people got confused with Somerville and Cambridge because the alliance merged with each other.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
some of the paperwork might say Cambridge, it might say Somerville.
Okay.
That's
It
what she was
says
saying.
9 minutes, 1.5 miles.
9 minutes. See, there's a difference. Your man JFK knew it was farther than that.
See,
So it's 9 minutes. Now put in.
that in there. Notice how you got that in there. JFK, your buddy JFK, he knew. Let's talk in the third person. Jeff, what do you think about JFK? Well, he's a dick. And he's acting like one to his buddies here. Poor Kevy Kev. He's got to smoke now because he's so nervous. Had to pull out a cigarette. Is that a new ring for Kevy Kev, everybody? I know there's a lot of people that given up on JFK and haven't watched him, but is that a new ring for Kevy Kev? He's got a new gold chain and he's got a ring, got a gold ring. What's going on there? Spending some money.
71 Boston Street.
Long gamers, you got to get going. You got to get some more money to these guys. They need more gold.
Mass General. That's 9 minutes, man. Not being an ambulance. You're an ambulance, you're blowing through lights. So take 2 minutes off. You're talking like 7 minutes. You know what I mean? They don't have to go through no lights. You get caught at a light, traffic, whatever it might be. So say anywhere between 7 and 9 minutes.
All right.
First, this is going to say 18 minutes, 20 minutes at least.
Okay.
It's not that far, Somerville.
It's just crazy.
But it's at least 15 minutes, at least 15 to get from.
Got Adi telling us fucking Mass General, and he used the phone.
So this Artie that's in the chat, this guy is actually, I thought this is the guy that they said did the murder. They had him on the show and everything, and I thought he was the guy that they were blaming. And this Artie got mad at him, but he's in the chat all the time, and they bring him up all the time.
How did we miss that?
12-minute drive.
How did we miss that? How did we miss that, Kevy Kev? How did we miss that, Jay Brill? You are the investigator. You're the one that wants to go and be an investigator, Jay Brill. How did we miss that?
12 minutes.
Wow. So you add more on the clock.
Well, it's 12 minutes to Mass General.
Right.
9 minutes to Cambridge.
And every second matters in a situation like that.
Oh, Jay Brill. That's brilliant. No wonder why they call you Jay Brill. When somebody's stabbed multiple times, gruesome murder, every second counts. Every second counts.
Right. So, I mean,
I'm sure it was a shorter drive from the circle that he was at, right?
and you got to keep in mind, we're talking, and I'm not saying much changed, but things could have changed as far as, it could have been shorter back then because 30 years ago, who knows? They could have built something. I don't know. Make you go around a circle. I don't know. Add another 30 seconds to it. I don't know. But
every second counts, JFK. Every second counts.
Yeah. Either way, he's lying.
Either way.
And he said trauma. He tries to hit you with the trauma. That's why he called Mass General. See, Here's the thing. Let me explain something.
Okay.
The reason why they get the police, if you have a trial and a cop is going against you, the first thing that the DA does.
Everybody listening now, you got to listen to this because these three are detectives. They're figuring this all out. Don't sell them short here. All right. Got to listen up. I mean, this is good stuff. JFK don't know why he's losing people, his subs, but he's losing them. Lost a couple again. He said last night because he treats everybody bad. That's the reason. He's hitting the clown button and all that. He don't like anybody to tell him what to do. It's his show.
What does he do to the police? He gives the police report, and he lets the police read the police report. Because the cop has to say exactly what he wrote in that police report. He can't.
Cop has to say exactly what he wrote in that police report. Is that what happened on the Karen Reed incident? Don't know.
Go up there and say, well, I thought it was Mass General. Oh, it's Cambridge. You can't do that because guess what? That person's doing the moonwalk out there. He's skating out of there. So he has to stay on point. And they give the police the grace to do that. And it's the same thing with you. If you make a statement, that's why you have the right to remain silent. If you make a statement, you can't switch it up later. You got it. Whatever you say that night is going to be held against you in a court. They tell you.
Well, right. Unless you're Jen McCabe, right? You can go off record and say, the best thing she said, well, I don't know what Proctor wrote down. But I told Proctor. Yeah. So, yeah, they got to stay on that. But sometimes you can go off that and say the cop got it wrong.
Right? So you're an idiot if you switch it. So Adi.
Jen McCabe's not an idiot. Come on. That's not very nice.
Knows somewhere down the line. There is something out there somewhere down the line in 1995 where he said the same exact story, right? I don't know where to find it. I don't know who has it. I don't know if Riley got it. I don't know if it's in notes. I don't know. But he said this. He said Mass General. That's why he's saying it still. Because if he could revise it, knowing what we just did, Google it, he knows she went to Cambridge at this point. But he has to stick to Mass General. Hit you with a smoke screen. Trauma, this, that. He adds that extra adjective. And you're like, oh, that makes sense. But somewhere down the line, there is something where he said the same story. because he can't switch it up. He has to say, well, I've been saying.
I love when JFK tries to be smart. He's mispronouncing words. He doesn't care, but he just keeps rolling. Right now, he's off his game a little bit. Last night, he was off his game. And I think it was because he was upset that Meredith shared her part of her song on Twitter, on X. And I think he was upset because he knew that he needed to do some work with that song as the producer. I don't know if he's producing it himself or he's bringing in some high, big shot producer from Houston, Texas, everybody knows JFK. They will fly to Boston. If he says, I need you, they're coming. If he doesn't care if it's the Wahlbergs, they're coming. So maybe he can get Donnie to do some backup dancing for Meredith. JFK, he can get some people. Maybe Shady come out of the woodwork and help out too.
Mass General from day one.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's time is on our
concentrating on the hospital where Janet was taken is going to solve this murder. All right. They haven't put it all together yet for me.
Side. Like Norman Corey said, if that cop was alive, that cop would be like, no, I gave you that key. But he can't.
So I've been thinking, you guys pulled out that statement from that cop that said 8:30, which brings me back to my thought of they helped her bring in the groceries. She never moved her car back in the driveway like she usually did after she brought in her groceries. And supposedly her groceries were still out when they went and found her. So does that timeline of this happen maybe sooner? Because, if...
What do you mean? Everybody got the timeline fucked up, you saying?
I'm just asking, because if everybody said that...
You're asking, but I'm saying, so now I'm asking you, does that mean everybody got the timeline messed up? Like it's pushed back? And
don't forget everybody that came in here that hasn't been hitting the like button or the share button. If you haven't subscribed, we need you to subscribe. Join the flock, just like the opening song says. Come join the flock. Come join the flock. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe, and I'll be happy, all right?
Now what, for everybody?
It kind of seems that way because we think it was 9 something. Well, from what we know, it was 9:45 where Ryan found her, but the cop said 8:30. He was there, and he pretty much ID'd Artie to a T and all that other stuff. And then you have the thought of she always parked her car in the driveway after she brought in her groceries, and that day was the one day that she didn't. Her groceries supposedly were never put away. So after those kids supposedly left, wouldn't she have put her groceries away? Did something happen to her after the kids left? And that makes the timeline even sooner that she could have been dead, because then you got the postmortem stab wounds, So I don't know. I've been breaking my head with this for the last couple of days, and
Jay Bro's been breaking his head over this the last few days. Let's face it, he can't. That must mean like JFK's tell everybody find a sink and bang your head off the sink a few times. Jay Bro must be taking his advice and breaking his head, thinking about all this.
Just like we're missing something. There's something there that we're not seeing.
What are we missing?
Is the timeline a little bit
wider? The cop messed up.
The cop messed up.
But are we sure that the cop messed up, or?
Dude, there's no way the cop was there at 8:45 because what do you call it? John Roberts said he looked at his watch. It was 8:45. It just got dark.
Look at that.
You got to think about it. If the people say it just got dark, that means no matter what, it's around 8:30.
Listen, I'm going to play devil's advocate right now.
Ooh, okay.
But they're all friends. They could talk. They could have got all their stories right. I'm just saying, why would?
If anybody I believe John Roberts.
Yeah.
You know why? Because he's from the South. He ain't from Boston.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's from the South. And I'm not saying that because,
I feel like
he just moved out there. Like, you know what I mean? Like
does that mean
he
that
doesn't
everybody in the North are a bunch of liars? What the heck does that mean? Wow.
say that Eddie didn't do it. He still doesn't say it. You want to go through John Roberts? We could go through him. I mean, we got so much content, man.
Oh yeah.
We need to make a
think
movie
we
called
need to go
Prospect
through
Hill.
all of them all over again. Tell you the
Pretty
truth.
good, because I mean the content was pretty good. Because look at me, I sniped you, trying to listen to you. But I'm just waiting for you to go off on your friends here. That's what I did this for. But before I could show that, I had to show this. So come on, JFK, just keep it going. All right, just you're the one running the show here. Just keep it going, keep moving it forward. All right, J-Bro breaking his head. Kev's nervous and he's smoking cigarettes like crazy, but he is supporting that new ring. I have not seen that ring on Kev. That nice gold ring, whatever it is, or is that his class ring? Is he wearing his class ring from high school? Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. It's a new ring, though. He hadn't had that on. So, Kev looking sharp. Gold chain, gold ring, really sharp.
Yeah, but see, he's been saying that for day one, though, John Roberts, 8:45. I looked at, like, you know what I mean? And just having little kids, you know, and you had little kids, they're older now, but think about it. Like, you're out on a summer night, it gets dark late, it's like 8:30. Right? I mean, sometimes it gets
usually happens with kids. You know, you have them, and then they get a little older. Yep, you're right, JFK. Good thought.
dark at 8:45, right? And you're like, you know, you think it's still early, and you're like, oh shit, and you know your kid's starting to cry and kick and be crazy, and then you look down at the time, you're like, well, now I know why. My kid's fucking overtired. I gotta go put this kid down. But he looked at his watch. It makes sense, you know. But I hear what you're saying, definitely. Like, but then that means everything's pushed back. So what does that mean? That means Eddie hopped off the porch at 8:10.
Man, I really miss this because this is how I started the channel. I was picking on JFK and LTL and Crawford. I really miss this, going over JFK's show. And this, I mean, I've learned so much so far already. I mean, just sitting here. I mean, look at Kev. He's excited. Can't wait to get to the bus, to fix the bus for Meredith for that tour that she's going to be going on with her new music. I mean, she always wanted to be Taylor Swift, right? So JFK going to produce it. I mean, that what she shared with us on X, that song, I mean, that was a banger. I mean, oh my Lord. JFK is going to put the little touches to it. And man, can't wait to hear it.
But then what happened with the call? The 911. Hold on a second. The 911 call came through at 10 o'clock. They have the 911 call, so it has to be that way. It's lined up. Or if you're saying that it is early, let's just say you would have to. Every call has to be the cops got called. They
found her at 8:45, 8:30, 8:45, and 911 call didn't go out until 10 o'clock. That can't be right. That can't be right. They got the time wrong. The time, it's got to be wrong. I mean, come on. Usually the 911 call brings the cop, right? Or not? Or does Massachusetts do that opposite? I don't know. But they said that the cop was there at 8:45, and now they're saying that the 911 call came out at 10 o'clock. What is going on?
You know what time the cops got called?
What time?
That's all documented. You know what I'm saying? Once you call the police. So
You're right.
There's no way. It was an error from the cop.
Okay.
Or maybe it wasn't an error.
Maybe it wasn't.
It was
exactly
done purposely.
Maybe
a play by design?
Yeah, play by design.
For what reason?
To fit the narrative.
Fit that narrative.
To fit what narrative?
Stay with
Riley's narrative.
JFK, you caught up? Are you caught up? Come on, JFK. Caught up. Come on.
I'm trying to understand. Can you put some context to it?
Trying to understand.
If the police statements say, or there's facts that the call came out at 9:45 or 9:55, and Riley did it himself.
Jabril has to turn down his microphone a little bit, just a little bit. If he could just turn his microphone down just a little bit, it would be all right.
He got the blood, whatever blood, and blow it out of proportion. He had his person that will fit his agenda for his super predator law. Who knows?
Yeah, but what do you mean that he wrote? I'm still trying to understand the 8:45.
The cop could have wrote the time wrong to throw the timeline.
All right, but that's 8:45 and 10 o'clock. That's a big miss. If the 911 call came out at 10 o'clock, she was found by the cop at 8:45. Why did they make the 911 call? What were they making the 911 call for? Something's messed up here. JFK's lost, and the worst part about it, he lost me in this story.
Because you can't. I mean, they got the call coming in at the 911. How can't you?
The cop right in that time on the statement is exactly what I'm saying, because you said the call came in at 9:55, right? So obviously, go ahead, call him.
Go ahead.
Call him.
You're talking to barrels. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. I'm hearing your story.
So what I'm saying is pretty much, if
can you all hear JFK's a little irritated last night? He was irritated from the start. He was irritated with something, and now he's holding up that phone where his glasses came in. That's what he calls Barros, that police officer from wherever Karen Reed's parents live, that city. And so everybody thought he was going to call him and do the little drop, but he didn't because he's irritated.
It was a frame job.
All right.
Look at Proctor. He put an hour earlier than he got the truck than what he actually did. He threw off the timing.
Yeah.
He said he got the truck at 5 something when he got the truck at 4 something.
Well, Jabril's right on
You
that.
get what I'm saying?
Yep. I got
You're
it.
not picking up what I'm putting down?
Yep.
I am. But you're comparing two things. I understand the comparison, but you really can't compare them. You know why? Because one, they call the police, and once you call the police on the phone, it gets recorded and it's marked of what time. They can't get around that. They can't go back.
Okay.
The call comes in, dispatch grabs it. It's all they know exactly what time they called.
But what the cop writes in his report could be an hour different.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying the cop was on the scene at 8:45 at the house?
He could have been there at 9:55 and wrote 8:45.
But then if that's the case, though, I don't understand where he gets away with saying he was there on the scene at 8:45 when it didn't happen yet. So that doesn't make any sense.
Why did Proctor get in trouble? Because people looked into it, right? Because people investigated it. No one looked into this at all whatsoever. Eddie had no defense, pretty much.
Bro.
And we didn't have all the technology we have now back then. So he could have wrote any time on that paperwork. Because it doesn't add up.
Okay, so let's just say it got pointed out.
All right.
Like we're doing right now. We're pointing it out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Where does it make sense?
I don't know.
Throws off the timeline.
How does it throw off the timeline?
Because we're all looking at 9:45, the call was put into 911. 9:55, the cop was there. Now we see a statement from a police that supposedly found the key in the backyard. ID'd Artie to a T.
It was 8:45. Now it went to 9:45, 9:55, and then 10 o'clock. And then 10 o'clock was the 911 call. Boy, I am lost. And you know what? I'm lost. Look at Kevy Kev right now. Kevy Kev's like completely lost. That's all Kevy Kev wanted to get out last night, was that the daughter had something to do with it. And now Kevy Kev's look at him. He's like, just give me cigarettes, get me some coffee, and I can maybe sit through this. Look at him.
But an hour earlier.
There's one thing that I will say to you.
Okay.
That where you might have a point. Because I understand what you're trying to say. I get it, and you're right. If you
I
just
don't know
if
I'm
we
saying
just
it correctly.
nah, but I'm your boy, and I know you, so I get what you're trying to say. But I will say this, Adi.
That's something. Tracy's never said that to me in our show. Our overline. He's never said, "Hey, I got you, boy. I got you, brother. I get where you're coming from." No, he just rips on me. Look at it. JFK is a good team player.
1,000% swears he was there at 8:4. He was there at
9:45:10.
9:45:10. And in that report, it says 8:45. So,
and Artie went there looking for a key. The cop said he found his key, gave it to him. But that was an hour earlier, so it doesn't look like he was there when the police got there for the 911.
Yeah, but if the cop would have ever got questioned, my point is, right?
Can I just say something?
Of course.
I think what you're trying to get at with what he's trying to say, Brill, is that as soon as the 911 call was made,
right,
that's the timeline.
Right? You can't take it back.
That's the timeline.
Right. So how did the police write a time of 8:30 when the call didn't even come in till
he must have had it wrong. He
fucked up.
Had it wrong. He fucked up.
Or that piece of paperwork right there. We don't even know if that's actual because Avril pointed out that could have been some AI shit.
This has been 30 minutes on this timeline. And now they came up to they got the conclusion that the cop screwed up.
Mix somewhere. I don't know.
I'm working on getting those documents now. So
I mean,
don't forget, hit the like, hit the share. And if you haven't subscribed, need to subscribe. I want to beat Jay Brill to 500. I don't know what he's got on his channel, but I want to beat him to 500. We're at 121, I think, which is very good. Thank you, everybody that's subscribed. But I want to beat Jay Brill because I feel I'm on the same line as Jay Brill. We got the same thing going on. And I should be able to beat him to 500 subs. I'm hoping.
Remember when we pulled that up, man? Margot Nash never even seen that. Remember she said she never seen that? So it's never been shown.
I asked Danielle about that, and she said she's never seen that either.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know where that came from.
Okay.
I don't even know how I found it. I was down a rabbit hole and I found it and I took it. I don't even know what it's attached to. It's attached to this case, but it was, it's just something that stuck out that I took.
Well,
but you're right,
I
though.
requested all the police reports from the police, the state police, and the Somerville.
Why does JFK's microphone sound so thin? It's actually hurting my ears and my headphones. It's so thin. This guy's a rapper. This guy's been in studios for years. And he's making money from his long gamers. Why can't he just get a mic? Just get a mic like this, JFK, right here. This microphone would be perfect for you. You can put it, you don't have to wear it on your head. You can still put your headphones on so you look like you're still captain, you're the captain of your airplane. You can do that. But get a microphone that doesn't sound so thin. It's easy. Just buy a microphone like this one.
Police, so
you could double this microphone. You could take it in the studio with Meredith, and Meredith could sing out of this microphone, and she could sound okay. She won't sound that much better than what she would sound on her little thing that she gave on X. All right, but at least it won't help Meredith at all. All right, but I'm just saying, Meredith is going to need a lot more help than just a microphone. I would say this. with Meredith, this is what I would do. I would get her in the studio, have her sing, turn everything down, turn the microphone off, everything. Just let her sing. And then later on, treat it like Milli Vanilli and just get some other singers. And then tell her this is what happened in the studio. This is what she sounds like. She'd never know. She'd go, oh man, I sound great. She'd never know.
I mean, what we do know is this. We had Adi up here last night saying 1,000%. He called Mass General.
Right.
And guess what? She didn't go to Mass General.
Okay.
And he said Carrie Ann drove her to the hospital.
Yeah.
Carrie Ann drove her to the hospital.
And back to my, what we.
How did Carrie Ann know?
Well, that's what I was trying to get at earlier. How is that possible? That we asked Adi.
Now we're back
months earlier in this show. Who
up.
told Carol to call you? And he said Carrie Ann.
Carrie Ann.
We asked him last night.
Well, you know what's even crazier? I'm sorry, but I just thought in my head. You know how we keep saying he cleans it up though, right? And I'm sorry because I'm thinking on the fly, Kev, and I know you're thinking too. Go ahead, Kev. Just finish your thought. Finish your thought. Because
what happened there? JFK's been getting ripped, I guess, in the chat about stopping everybody and talking over everybody. So then he wants to do it, but then all of a sudden he remembers what everybody's saying in the chat, and then he's going, "Okay, Kevin, just finish it. Just finish it. All right, I can hold my thought.
I can keep it in my head. Go ahead, finish your thought. Go ahead. I keep doing that to you. Go ahead."
And what we asked him last night.
He's not even listening now. Look at JFK. He's so disgusted because people are ripping on him in the chat about talking over everybody, and he's mad.
Was how did he get to work?
Right.
We asked Adi how
they talked about that a bunch of times.
I mean, not for nothing. The shit's only a 9-minute drive. What is it? A fucking 20-minute walk?
And then we questioned him. We said, "Well, look, if
a little bit more.
If you're the cab driver and your wife needs to get to Mass General, why wouldn't you go to the house and get her?"
Right.
And that's when he tells us that she got a ride. She had a ride.
Carrie Ann.
It was Carrie Ann.
So let me just add to what you're saying. You notice he said though, she never told me what hospital she was going to, right? Okay. So it's him who made the mistake, not her who made the mistake, right? You see how he covers that up purposely? You know what I'm saying? Like she never told me what hospital, because if he would have said, she said I was going to Mass General. Now it's all on her shoulders. Yo, you told him he was going to Mass General because your sister got taken to Cambridge. So why'd you lie to him? Right. Or like, how'd you get that fucked up? Right. Number one. Number two, we kept asking him the question, if you was at South Station, why didn't you go from South Station right to Mass General? And he says, because I had to go back to Cambridge. I had to go back to Somerville. He knew that she wasn't at Mass General. Like he's telling us, like without telling us that she wasn't at Mass General. Right. Think about it. I didn't go there because she told me to go to Cambridge. I mean, to go to Somerville. Right. Well, maybe she told you I'm going to Cambridge Hospital and just stop at Janet's and check on the kids. Because it's all right there. It's their neighborhood. That's their hospital they go to. Mm-hmm. Like, it ain't out the blue to be like, yo, I'm going to Cambridge Hospital. Like, my kid fell, scraped his arm. What
Cambridge
hospital are you going to? Well, I'm going to go, like, back in the day, I'm going to go to Union. I'm going to go to Salem. It's the two hospitals you use. You feel me?
But he throws a bow on it and says, but the trauma, the extent of
the trauma. Why does he? Because there's somewhere down the line, there's a fucking interview somewhere where he says Mass General. There's more to that story.
But when he says the trauma, it sounds like he's seen Janet in that state.
Anyone to see her, what he saw that night, so clearly he saw something.
Yeah.
But how did you see it if you weren't in there?
Right. And it's back to what Kevy said. How much did they clean up? Did you go in there when it was cleaned up, or did you go in there when it was full of blood? But he said that. That's the thing. Like, what time did they clean it up? Because he said, "You don't want to know what I seen." That's crazy, bro.
They wouldn't have let anybody in that house.
They would have never. They would. That's integrity. You're not gonna let someone come in and be like, "Yo, just step over the blood."
Right.
That's not like, come on, man. You're not gonna do that to someone. Like, and especially a family member. You're going in there saying you're the brother-in-law. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, just here's all her blood.
The murder
Nah,
weapon
they wouldn't do
wasn't
that.
found yet. Yeah, I mean, come on.
They're not going to do that. I mean, that's integrity, man. You're just like blood, bro. You're just not going to have. You're just not. Even if they had, they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. They would, man. They clean up that house first. Nah. And he said he's seen it though. You don't know what I saw.
Yeah. I don't want no
That's
one to
crazy.
see what I saw.
Trying.
So somebody
Crying.
threw up,
And then he cried on the podcast with True Crime too when he was talking about it.
Norman Corey coming in.
City of Boston portal lists Janet's death being in Boston. In order for her to be on this list, she would have to be in a Boston hospital. Okay.
All right.
Well, I don't know. We're going to have to find that out. I mean, you Google it, it says Cambridge. I mean, maybe Cambridge. I mean, not for nothing, man. Cambridge and Beantown, I get it, man. It's Middlesex, Suffolk, but I mean, shit. I mean, they're very close, man.
That's like
Boston
Haverhill
and
and Bedford.
Cambridge.
It's still Haverhill.
Yeah. Well, but the Haverhill and Bath is the same county. The difference is with Cambridge and Boston is Suffolk County, Middlesex County. So to Norman's point, they wouldn't be connected. Now, if it was Cambridge, Somerville, it would make sense. Middlesex. But once you put that suffix in it, it switches it up.
Okay.
It's like different.
If she was if she had passed in Cambridge and got transported to Boston, maybe she was an organ donor, you know.
That's true.
That'd be the only reason I could think that she would be transported from.
Chevy
Yeah,
Kev.
but what organs could she have
Yeah,
donated?
organs.
Because she got her
Her
liver
liver.
punctured, her lungs punctured, you know, like
Gabriel, why you
Nah,
got
there's still
Kevin
it would have to be done properly for. I mean, those are your wishes,
Yeah.
you know, that you sign off on.
Maybe her eyes. Her eyes.
I don't think any doctor's got the right to say that this is bad or that's bad, and you can't give it if she signed those papers. You know, they would have to be, you know.
it has to be good to donate it.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Yeah.
If it's AI is wrong sometimes.
No.
This AI shit, man, it only goes on to what people talk about.
JFK's mad about AI because of the music that's been done about him. So he doesn't like AI at all. Tell you what, he should be using AI when he starts to produce Meredith.
You know what I'm saying? So if people talked about Cambridge, Boston, Somerville, Cambridge, it would automatically, the computer's only as smart as what people spew the fuck out. That's why AI is so corny. You know what I'm saying? It's not really factual shit. It's cool because it can pull something up that you wasn't expecting, pull something up from somewhere that you didn't know, but it's only as smart as what it picks up from what's being talked about. So if it hears Cambridge Hospital, Cambridge Somerville, it might just have its own mind and say, oh, she got found in Cambridge. But in reality, it might have been Mass General.
Yeah.
So we might just be kicking a can down the road, but we'll find out.
I see somebody up on the timeline said something about. Did I see somewhere in another stream or one of the streams that Carrie Ann was at a concert that they're saying.
No, Aaron was.
Taylor Swift concert, I bet. That's how we're going to wrap this all up. She was probably at a Taylor Swift concert. Oh, no, Taylor Swift wasn't around in 95. What concert was she at? Aerosmith? Maybe Aerosmith in Boston. Maybe.
Was at a concert that night.
In Sync. New Kids on the Block. Carrie, young girl. Maybe New Kids on the Block.
Really? I was going to say, what concerts on a Sunday night? I mean, that's a little odd in my eyes, but I guess they could be any night.
They could be at the Garden on Sunday night. I mean, I'm going to a Blake Shelton concert in July. That's on Sunday night.
And speaking of that,
okay,
I was reading Ryan Downing's statement, or when they were being questioned in the court.
Okay.
He said that he told Eddie that day that Erin was going to be home at 10 o'clock, and I'm pretty sure that if you knew if your sister was going to a concert, you would know that she was going to a concert after work, right? Because the way I was reading it, it kind of made me feel like he was saying 10 o'clock because it happened before 10 o'clock.
Yeah, but
I don't know. You got to read his.
Yeah, you broke your head
statement that's on that Truth About Eddie O'Brien.
Yeah,
sketchy. The statement is real sketchy.
A lot of things get a little foggy. I notice.
Son's involved too.
I'm listening to what you guys are saying, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean it just
I'm flying the plane, Jay, bro. Are you talking to me, Mama D? This is bothering me tonight. As usual, your attitude towards the other guys is very off-putting. You keep telling them to step up and talk, and then you literally, the second they start talking, you jump in. I do. I thought everybody's talking fine up here. You guys feel like you didn't get to talk tonight?
I've been talking when I want.
Fuck no, bro.
I thought the conversation was pretty good.
Look at that. The other two are sitting there going, no, because they know JFK's mad. So now they're going, no, master. We're talking okay.
Speaking of that video that we just watched.
Hey, Mother D, check this out, Mother D. Just for that, right? I just banned you. See you later. Beat it. I ain't putting up with that shit.
Yeah, no. Listen.
See you later, Mother D. I hate to do that. I hate to do that to anybody who got love. But why are you saying that? Like, what are you trying to stir up between us? Why can't we just do what we do?
What we do? Yeah, this is what we do.
This is what we do.
So, like, why do you put that?
They all together. Hey, this is what we do. This is what we do. JFK's angry all the time. This is what we do.
That out there, like that's when you purposely do things like that and say things about how we're conducting the show, about who's talking. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I think I sat back. I mean, I can rewind the tape. I mean, I'm about to do that. Like, is that Mama D? You can sit back from a block state.
And then you got
like I sit back and I listen to all you guys' opinions all the time, but I'm not taking that shit no more.
Not taking
you guys.
I run the goddamn.
This is
show,
stupid.
right?
We're talking about. We're in thought. We're getting information on the fly. We're all trying to get thoughts out. We're trying our best here, and then certain people in the chat want to try to spin us in another direction. That's not fair.
I'd like to spin you for a new microphone. What do you think, JFK? Maybe a new microphone? So you don't hurt people's ears when they're listening to you with that thin. I mean, it's so tinny. And I realize I got bad ears. I got old ears. Old radio ears. And the ears are bad. I get it. But this tin sound is really bad. I don't know. Help us all out, JFK. All right?
We'll see you later.
All right.
Have a good one. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
All right, Mama D.
I'm not putting up with that. That's an example right there. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
And to all you
saying.
And to all you mothers
man,
that are with us on Mother's Day.
Oh, look at the rose.
Happy Mother's Day.
Beautiful women out there. Happy Mother's Day.
I ain't even trying to be mean like that. I don't usually do things like that. You know what I mean? I don't ever do things like that, but I feel like that's an agenda.
Don't do things
like you're
like
hinging
that.
on everything we do. Like you're watching every move we do. That's not the energy I feel. Like
that's what we're supposed to do, right? We're supposed to watch you. We're supposed to watch you. And we're supposed to critique you, right? Why not take the critique? I mean, come on. Take the critique and move on. Why you got to get so angry about it? Why you got to ban people? Why, JFK? These are the questions people want to know. Why do you get so angry about everybody else? Why do you worry about what everybody else is making in money? Why are you so worried about that? And then you ban people from your chat. You need the people in your chat. You're losing subs like crazy. You're only getting 115 people in to watch you. Stop it. You can't ban people, JFK. You got to quit being angry. Go take some anger management classes and help you.
Like, I'm not purposely doing that. I'm not like, I sat back and I let Jay Brill explain himself. I sit back, I let everybody explain themselves. I mean, whatever. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
And not for nothing, when you see something very important in the chat, like a comment that could help out, yeah, stop us. because that's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do. See, now J-Bro wants you to stop wanting to help, but JFK said you're banned if you help.
That's what I'm saying. The chick, not today, Satan, put that up. I mean, that's a whole other swerve to what we've been working on. That's
Exactly.
Everyone should get a second chance, right? I don't know, Norman Corey. I mean, to that, like someone with now the thing is JFK crashed out on one of his long gamers, right? And I'm not even talking loud. I'm speaking calmly. I just don't understand how it helps when we're trying to do a show where people are in the chat critiquing how we're doing the show. And then if you have any type of influence in the chat, then the chat becomes what you're talking about. And so everything we're talking about becomes not even, no one's paying attention to it. Everybody's paying attention to it
because they're worrying about the chat.
Yeah. So, I mean, so it's another agenda. So why have someone in the chat that's trying to break up these three people up here at 2:19 in the morning?
Well, you don't have much of a friendship if you're going to allow a chat, people that you don't even know, break up your friendship. How does that happen? People in the chat that you don't know talking smack, and you're worried about them breaking up your friendship. What kind of friendships you got there, JFK?
Like, I don't understand. Like, what are we doing here? Is that what we're doing?
What are we doing?
And then always pointing to me, saying, "Oh, JFK."
Well, because you're the idiot. You're the man in the middle. You're the idiot. The village idiot is right there with the sunglasses, running it all. You're the mentor. You're the guy. So it's JFK show off. Yeah, show off records. You're the guy. And now you can't take the pressure, it looks like. What's up with that? Come on, JFK. You're the guy. Let's go here.
Okay, JFK. So what do you want me to do? You want me to do this? This is what everybody wants me to do, right? This is what Free Kelsey wants me to do. We'll just do this.
Okay.
Well, my bad. We'll do this. We'll just have you guys rock out. You guys can take it for 10 minutes, dude. I'm off. 10 minutes. Go.
How's everybody doing tonight? Seems like we got a little turbulence in the chat.
Little turbulence?
A little bit.
Little turbulence in the chat keeps the plane rocking, people.
Absolutely.
Little turbulence in the old show is what you got. And JFK went off. But this was a stunt because JFK is going to come back and say, if you match this, I'll come back. And it's funny, nobody was matching it. they just wanted to hear Kevin J-Bro.
God damn. But yeah. You know, we just watched that whole video of Mr. Roberts, and we're trying to break it down. Seems like sometimes when we watch things over and over, we pick up on something else, you know?
JFK gets anger and more anger when you watch it over and over.
That we didn't pick up on in the
Seems
first
like
time.
I see. Yeah, like Norman Corey was saying, it seemed like he was shutting down. You know, at certain points you see that he starts shutting down. He starts getting asked questions that I always thought.
Norman Corey from Boston, huh? Norman. Wouldn't you know a guy named Norman from Boston?
With John, that he was a nice guy, probably a quiet neighbor, and didn't really want to put himself too much in the mix. Coming from a different state, moving to the inner city, let's say, he was feeling a different type of heat than that. The street lights probably fucked him up.
You see, with him, like, I don't know. I get it. It was 30 years ago, but like
30 years ago.
How could you not remember a bunch of details, but then remember a detail about a face, like the way he looked? That's a little strange to me. Like, wouldn't you remember more details if you're remembering the way someone looked that night? Like,
no, it's proven.
That's the only thing it's
proven that people can have different stories after watching something. It's proven that they can see something, say something that's completely different than what they saw. Come on, J-Bro. You know that. You're an investigator. You know that. Now you're trying to say that you don't know that. You're saying it's hard to believe. What's going on here, J-Bro? Stop it. Kev, you're a good host. I mean, with that in-sync hair, only thing you should have is a cigarette. cigarette will calm you down a little bit. But look at J-Bro. J-Bro ever going to fix his lighting? Instead of buying the gold chains, maybe they could do the lighting for J-Bro. Get him a nice light.
Stuck out to you?
I mean, not for nothing, but I feel like pretty much during the time that we had a lot of these interviews with certain people from the block, let's say, or from that street, Big Ed's presence was in the chat. So, I mean, they probably, don't want to say the wrong thing or get something twisted.
I'm doing that effect. Don't worry. That's when I was editing. I was just doing it just for the heck of it. Wasn't really cutting anything out. I was just doing, just making them look better.
It starts to bring back memories, and you are talking, 30 years ago, sometimes that's a lot,
There's the cigarette.
Yeah, for sure. Trust me. I know I can't remember everything from 30 years ago myself, but I can remember every single second of when I got that call that my best friend was drunk, but he was actually shot. So, like, I remember every detail of that. And that was
Well, okay.
probably, what, 2010?
Yeah.
16 years ago. I remember that like it was yesterday.
All right.
Yeah.
It's because it's
I
trauma.
got a pretty good memory.
J-Bro, that's trauma in your life. That's what that's called. We tend to remember the trauma in our lives a little bit better. Okay? Investigators should know that.
Got a pretty good memory of years back and different situations and shit.
Okay, Kev.
I can remember, like when you're in that crowd of your friends and they're like, "Hey, dude, you remember that? Remember when?"
Remember that?
And you'd be like, "Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
We did this, or it was like this, or it was like that."
Yeah.
Back then, let me tell you something, man. I mean, we grew up in an era that we remember.
Did he freeze up or did I freeze up? Oh, damn, I'm a lone soldier now, huh? JFK.
They all left J-Bro. You go, oh, man, I'm a lone soldier here.
Hey, you got to come back now. It's time. Take yourself out of timeout. Yep, I'm solo. Good thing he has it on autopilot. Kev left me. JFK left me. It's cool, though. We'll figure something out. But, yeah, like, with I don't know, I just too many inconsistencies in a lot of things. Like, this case got me breaking my head. I need to go through certain things over and over again so I can refresh my memory and find stuff if there's stuff that we missed. I don't play no songs, sorry. I just got me and my phone and my laptop. No songs on it. Yeah, you guys got to stop yelling at JFK. I don't appreciate that.
Oh,
he's the man. He's the one who's running the show. Like, he knows what he's doing. We know what he's doing. He don't leave the guy alone. He's good. He's my mentor. You can't be yelling at him. All right, JFK. Fun time's up. Let's go. Come back. You hear my voice? Does it sound like I could sing? I could sing in my head, not out loud. Oh, here we go. Kev's back. Let's go, JFK. Your turn. Kev, you're muted up. They're slacking on me. All right, I guess they both disappeared again. So, yeah, chat. What's the question you were going to ask me? They bailed on me.
This is so gold. I mean, everybody that's here right now, this is gold. This is YouTube content creator gold right here. They leave J-Bro alone, and it's gold.
Put me back there and then put me back up and bailed on me again. You guys can both come back now anytime. Joke's out. Let's match JFK so he can come back, people. Everyone match him. Show him he should be back up here with me. Yep. We need to match this guy so he can come back. Let's go, people. Anytime. I appreciate all you guys. I don't drink.
But see, that's the thing, right, Kathy? That's your perception.
So
but
if you check that out, it was less than 10 minutes. All right, I'm done with this. It's less than 10 minutes. and JFK had to come back. And Jabril, I'm not kidding you, that's gold. That's that was the best thing of the whole night. Was that part when they all left Jabril? I mean, you could play that, you could take that out and just play that over and over and over, and I mean that's gold. So, all right, I had to do JFK. I saw Crawford. I'm going to do another one on Crawford. I love doing this where I can edit it out some of the parts that are just lagging, and then just catch it all up, and then I can talk about it. And I have one that I want to do on Crawford. Maybe get to that tomorrow night. We'll see what happens. I got a big day tomorrow because back with Tracy Broussard at 1:00 Central Time, and we're going to be talking about his first week in Vegas with Blake Shelton. They had shows this last weekend. I think it was Thursday, Friday, and Saturday they had shows. Plus they had, I believe that they all went out and saw Gwen Stefani at the Sphere. So we'll be able to talk about that with Tracy. And if people are new here that don't know Tracy Broussard, you can check him out on Instagram at the THE Tracy, TRACY, Broussard, BROUSSARD, the Tracy Broussard. He's on Instagram. He is the touring drummer for the past 22 years. Yeah, 22 years since 2003. 23 years actually this year. It'll be, I think, in July. 23 years. Touring drummer for Blake Shelton. Been with Blake a long time. Tracy just happens to be my best friend. Tracy grew up in Louisiana. I grew up in Wisconsin. We met in a weird way. And no, it wasn't in a weird way. It was just a weird way. All right. It wasn't like anything bad. But it was just a meeting. We became best friends. And we do this over the line show where we talk about sports. Tracy's a big Dallas Cowboy fan. I'm a big Packer fan and a Brewer fan. Brewers beat the Yankees this weekend. 3 swept them. The Yankees, the big badass Yankees, came to Milwaukee and the Brewers swept them. So Tracy does a show with me. We usually do it during the football season. But like I said, we're going to pick it up tomorrow for a week. Might do a couple of weeks in a row, just to talk about Vegas and what's going on out there. I know Tracy wanted to go to a burlesque show about Star Wars, so I want to hear about that. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow, 1:00 Central, 2 Eastern Time, 11 o'clock on the West Coast. And it's always a lot of fun listening to Tracy. And if you go to Instagram, the Tracy Broussard, go there and look at the shoes that he took out. I swear he had to have another plane or the bus was full because the bus went without everybody. They all flew. Maybe he put all the shoes on the bus. But I'm not kidding, he must have took 40 pairs of shoes for 3 weeks. It was crazy, all tennis shoes. So we're going to talk to him about that, why he took all of his shoes. I'm sure they're not all of them, but I mean, he took a lot of shoes. So that's going to be later today, actually. We're already after midnight, 3 o'clock at the Central Time here. So I appreciate everybody, though, coming in here today, this time and listening to my JFK thing. And like I said, I like doing that, Crawford, LTL Media. And getting back to what's, boy, I got to say, Turtle Boy gave it to Krusty Panties, right? Masso Mafia, with the one post about the kids and Happy Mother's Day. I mean, okay, Peters, she has no conscience, I don't think. Because getting ripped like that, I mean, that's got to be the worst thing anybody can say to you. And she'll come out of that and just say, oh, that's a Turtle Boy. Turtle Boy's this, Turtle Boy's that. I mean, it's just crazy stuff. But, and then the way they cut Turtle Boy out of an audio saying that he, said that Karen Reed was guilty or whatever. Of course, he was saying stuff before he got on the whole thing about Karen Reed, before he started covering it. Now, doing stuff with radio for years, all right? I know some guys that were production directors in radio that could cut. Now, this is way before digital auditing, all right, where you could edit the digital stuff with the digital audio. This is when we were using razor blades on tape. And there's some guys out there that were so good with that they could edit a talk and make you say exactly what they wanted you to say. And there'd be a bunch of tape laid on the floor, but they would tape it all back together, and they were good at it. All right. Kate Peter wasn't very good at this one. She just took a segment out of a talk that Turtle Boy had way before he got on the scene of Karen Reed. And nobody knew what was going on. And of course, a lot of people try to trust the police, right? You want to trust them. Don't know that they're corrupt. So Turtle Boys had some questions. Of course, they tried to, that Mama Llama, she was, oh, look at that. Can you believe that they, Turtle Boy touched on it, but can you believe like that whole side of the antis, they gather around Kate Peter, who's not a very good human being. I mean, giving up 2 of her kids, keeping 2 of her kids. I mean, come on. It's not a good human being. She's just not. And, her main thing is to be an agitator. That's what she wants to be. And that's what her whole life is about. Agitating and being obsessed with Turtle Boy. And that's the same with that Twisted Tragedies, the Forensic 4. All of them are just obsessed with Turtle Boy. And to live your life that way, how do they go through life? And they're married. What are their husbands saying? Well, Kate Peter's not married. Who'd marry that? But honestly. So in Twisted Tragedy, she's on so that she can get free stuff for her husband. She's got to have a free softball bat, got to have money to go to Florida for a softball game. Come on. People feel sorry enough for you that they donate for that kind of stuff? Come on. Well, I need a new microphone, all right? Who's ever out there that wants to, give me money for I'll tell you exactly what it's going for. It's not going for a baseball bat, not going for a trip. I'm going to get a new microphone. Venmo is, what is my Venmo? Jaime, Heimy, 1990. Heimy, Jaime, 1990. All right, I need a new microphone. What I'm looking at is about $1,300. So I got to get going here. All right. That's not that much. I got 120 some subs. It's like $10 a piece. I just don't get it. People buy baseball bats, and I understand, giving the Turtle Boy. Turtle Boy offers people something. First of all, the guy's hilarious. Whatever way you look at it, all right, it's funny. But tell me what the value of Twisted Tragedies is. What's the value of JFK when he hits the clown button? When he gets angry at his chat? What is the value? I'm still trying to figure that out with this show. And the value, that we have. It's easy to see my value doing a show with Tracy Broussard because he's got the inside, and we can talk about Blake Shelton, and we can talk about him being on the road. All of that is fun stuff. And Tracy's got he's got a sense of humor that's out of this world. And so it's a lot of fun doing that. So there's value in that, I believe. Because when you get behind the scenes, and the climb from Blake Shelton, Tracy was there in the beginning, basically. I think Blake had just had Austin as a number 1. And then he was just starting the release of The Baby, which climbed to number 1. So Tracy got right in that. And so they basically had 2 hits when Tracy got on the road with Blake Shelton. And they would fill in with, he would do Brown Eyed Girl would be a filler song. So he could get the 90 minutes. And he'd have all these, I'm trying to think of some of the other stuff that he did. He wouldn't do too many country songs. He'd always change it up and do some pop songs and some rock songs, but so it's fun to go back, and because I was there during the days. I met Tracy in 2003, met Blake in 2002. So I was there way before, the big hit came. And being able to go with the rise with them, because Tracy took me along on the road trip, the journey from the time I met them to the time they got big. I mean, because of Tracy Broussard, this is the honest to God truth, because of Tracy Broussard, I was on the best stages in country music, and I'd watch shows from the stage. George Strait, Reba McEntire, Montgomery Gentry. And I mean, some of the best back in the day. I mean, George Strait, they have the opportunity to have George Strait walk by you, shake your hand and say, thank you for coming to my show. I mean, that's pretty neat stuff. For somebody that's a country music fan, which I was, even though I grew up kind of in the pops. I mean, I was, big pop fan in the 80s, big Leonard Skinner fan when I was about 10 years old, 11. And it was just, and I got a chance to meet Leonard Skinner guys, of course, not all of them, because the ones that were killed in the plane crash, but I was a big fan of Gary Rosington, big fan of Gary Rosington from Leonard Skinner. And got a chance to meet them because I knew some of the guys all the guys from Kentucky Headhunters. Kentucky Headhunters opened up for Leonard Skinner one time in Minnesota. And I got a chance to meet Gary Rosington. And I was leaving the stage because I was talking to the Headhunters. I was leaving the stage right before Leonard Skinner start. And Rosington said, where are you going? And I said, I'm going to get off the stage. You guys are on next. He said, no, you're not. He said, you're going to sit right here. So I ended up staying on stage because of Rosington. I mean, that was my hero growing up. I mean, I just loved the way he played. So that was a lot of fun. But all that, was, like I said, from Tracy Broussard. I mean, he took me on that journey. It was crazy. When I went to my first Blake Shelton show, the first show I went to, there was like 200 people there. 200. And then because of my friendship, I got a chance to have Blake Shelton play in my hometown. What a thrill that was. And then 2 years later, he came to me and said, hey, when was the last time I was at your godforsaken city and I played for you? And I told him, I said, it was 2003. And he goes, well, this was 2005. He said, maybe we got to do it again. I didn't ask him. He asked me if we should do it again. And he came back 2006, played again in my hometown. And people understand. I mean, just right there will make you understand why I respect the guy. Because now he was on his way. He had, a few number one hits. He was very close to being to The Voice, where he blew up. But even though he blew up, even though he's the star he is today, that guy, every time I'm at a show, he'll come over, shake my hand, give me a hug. And he knows me. It's just not because, he knows me. He'll say my name. He'll ask what I've been up to. There's a lot of loyalty in that guy. And that's why I'm a big Blake Shelton fan. It's not because, he's got great music, but it's not because of that. It's because of his loyalty. And, he's cleared stages because of other radio stations having problems with me that don't like me. I don't know why people wouldn't like me, right? Other radio stations, why would they? Other radio stations think I'm too competitive. I am, but don't need to get angry about it. But I've watched Blake Shelton clear a stage because of that. Of that radio station that was a big supporter of the concert that he was at, the show he was doing. And he just cleared the stage with their backstage passes, people that won from the radio station. If you can't get along with my buddy Jeff, then you're off the stage. And I've watched him do it. It's crazy. So that's my big Blake Shelton stories. I got a bunch more. when you got 23 years of going out. Now, the last 3 years, I haven't seen him as much because I've been laying low. But like I said, in July, I'm going to get back. I wanted to go to Vegas and everything. Some things came up, but I couldn't. So, but yeah. So that's the big Blake Shelton stuff. And that's why I think he's one of the best humans. Well, granted, he's got some problems with his ladies, but come on, he's a singer. People are being thrown. I think he found the right one in Gwen. I mean, she's amazing. So, and let's face it, Gwen Stefani's the star of that family, right? So, I was trying to get Mark on Friday, and then I got busy with work. I had a lot of work, and what I do in my real job, I'll let you hear. This is what I worked on a little bit, but I do voice work, and so that's my real job. Let you see what I've been doing. It's iconic. It's here to impress. It's the Cadillac CT5 Blackwing F1 Edition that's ready to blow your face off. The Cadillac CT5 Blackwing F1 Edition. Come see yours today at all Cadillac dealerships. So that's what I do in my real job. And so I get busy sometimes and have to do real work. You can't be playing all the time on YouTube, right? So, but later today, 1:00, be on with Tracy Broussard over the line. It'll be still on the Mad Stork Media channel here. We also have our own over the line channel on YouTube. Please go check that out. I think it's OTL 615. So we do push everything to there too. So, we hope that we get a bunch of people. So make sure you share. I'll try to get a preview of what Tracy and I are going to be doing. Get that out on YouTube so people can see it and hit the bell and know when we're going to go live. But it's at 1:00 Central Time today. Keep saying tomorrow, today. And we hope you come on over, listen to us. We're going to be talking about Vegas. Blake Shelton's in Vegas. Tracy's been drumming. Tracy being the touring drummer for Blake Shelton. And we got a lot of questions to ask him about Vegas. And we'll be doing that at 1:00 today, Central Time, 1:00. So please come back. Thank you for everybody that came in here this morning and watched along with me with the JFK. I mean, there was some good stuff in that JFK thing. I'm not up on the Eddie O'Brien case, just what I've learned from JFK, and they lost me a little bit on what they're doing. They lost me a lot. And hopefully I can catch up on that so that when Kevy yells out, "You all caught up?" I'll be caught up. But it looked like JFK wasn't caught up tonight. So, but JFK's upset. He's not getting enough views. He's mad at the 150 people that are coming in, that are in his chat. Hey, I can't wait for 150 people. I want 150 people in the chat. Now, it's probably going to be crazy trying to keep up with the chat because I'm a one-man show, because I won't get any help from Mark or Tracy because they just don't do that. But we'll get there. It'll be fun, right? So, again, I thank you. Make sure you hit the like, hit the share. Please share. Share on everything you have. Hippie Check has been one of in the beginning, share. That's all she kept on doing, and especially in Discord. That helped out a lot. So people, if you can share, I'd really appreciate it. And, of course, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I will branch off by myself and do these little videos of JFK and Mike Crawford and LTL Media, because I just think they're funny. They cry so much about everybody else instead of just doing their thing. They just do their thing. And JFK keeps saying to everybody, "I'm going to do just my thing. I'm not worrying about anybody else." But then he worries about somebody in their chat telling him how to do a show. that Mama D wasn't telling him how to do the show. She just said that she was just fed up with him talking over everybody. And you do get fed up with that. And so that was just an honest opinion. And he got mad. Banned her. Done. Out. I hope I never have to ban anybody. I really do. Because that's just not a good look. So, but that's what I like to do. I like to go over some of the video of those three. I'd like to do, and I want to do some more on the forensic room or whatever they're called in Twisted Tragedies. I'd like to do those. Twisted, I mean, Jesus, there's a story there that I wish I knew more of. I mean, she's done everything if you listen to her. I mean, when the Kelsey Fitzsimmons thing about being shot came up, she'd been shot. All of a sudden, she was shot. I mean, it's like she could have been an actor, she said. She was doing makeup for the stars, but don't know how to do her makeup. I mean, there's a story there that I'd like to dig into more. The forensic room, they're lost. I mean, they back a person like Kate Peter. That should tell you everything right there about them. That should tell you everything about Jen McCabe. Should tell you everything. So we're going to get more and more to that as we go. Check out the forensic room, Twisted Tragedies. But right now, like I said, there's one in the can with Crawford when he was talking to Ed Flynn, I believe. He's a councilman in Boston. And Mike Crawford, he likes to say, I bring on the guest, I bring on the people that what people want to hear. And he's so awkward when he's doing these interviews. And he said that he's the best at them. But if you watch him, he's awkward. So we have one that, like I said, I'm going to do. Hopefully I can do that later tonight. We'll see how the day goes with Tracy and talking with him. And and then I'm sure there's going to be more JFK content. I don't know if he was live this morning. I'm going to have to go back and check. But I'm sure there's going to be another JFK show that we'll see. And I try to edit them out so I don't get caught with the music and everything. But when he produces Meredith, because that hit that Meredith showed on X yesterday with her singing, or Saturday with her singing Meredith, I mean, JFK is going to produce that thing. And he's going to make it a star. Like I said earlier tonight, I mean, it's already set. We've already pretty much said that Kevy Kev's going to be her backup dancer when she goes on tour. And then plus he's going to be the bus mechanic. He's going to double as a bus mechanic. Jay Brill is going to be her promoter of her songs. James Jackson's going to be her tour manager with the gold chains. And then the big producer is going to be JFK. He's going to make her sound. It's not going to be good. All right. I mean, go back and listen to Meredith. And if you think it's going to be good, then go back and listen to JFK's music. I mean, he's never had a hit. When you ask him about that, he goes, "Oh, I've been more underground for all these years." Yeah, he's been underground, all right, way underground. So don't expect much of that. I mean, I know Meredith wants to be Taylor Swift. It's not going to happen. Okay. Just not. So again, thank you everybody. Please come back 1 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock Eastern, 11 o'clock West Coast time for Tracy Broussard on Over the Line. You can watch it right here. Also at OTL 615. And we're going to talk about Vegas. We're going to talk about probably the Cowboys, what's happening. Talk a little bit about Packers. Talk a lot about my Milwaukee Brewers sweeping the Yankees. Now, all the people out in the Boston area, you should be applauding the Brewers. For me, you should be talking about the Brewers all day today, the whole day, because they helped the Boston Red Sox with taking down the Yankees for 3 games. So now it's up to you guys. The Boston Red Sox got to start playing now. But the Brewers helped you this weekend, sweeping the Yankees in Milwaukee. The Brewers. Start backing the Brewers for me, all right? Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, we need you. And we need you to share so other people get in on this. Let's get this thing to 200, all right? 200 subs. And then we'll go for 3. I just want to get more than J-Bro, because J-Bro started his channel now, and I gotta stay above him. All right? Help me out, everybody. Have yourself a great morning. And we'll talk to you at 1 o'clock this afternoon, Central Time, with Tracy Broussard and Over the Line. And I got to get back to my my little song, right? Before I leave, got to play that again. So here we go. Ready? Thanks again. Like, share, subscribe. Do it. Share on X. Share wherever you want to share. Discord. Just help the channel out, please.
In the hum of a studio where the levels run high, there's a voice cutting through like a lightning sky. That master of media is holding the throne. The audio wizard, his name Jeff Stone. He's taking names while the cameras roll, with a sarcastic grin and a heart of gold. Changing the game one upload at a time, making the hustle like a victimless crime. So come join the flight. Don't you stay behind. Leave the boring old world and the daily grind, with a laugh and a thought to get you through. Jeff's got a brand new perspective for you. He's the king of the mic, the influence of soul, keeping us steady and taking control. Now Boston, Ginger Sharp, and Mary B's got the whip. J7 and Hippie Chick are making a hit. Dusty and Jen are the brains of the crew, but there's plenty of room in the rafters for you. Don't let the smart kids have all of the fun. The master revolution has only begun. He'll roast you a little, then lift you back up, pouring pure chaos in a coffee cup. So come join the fly. Don't you stay behind. Leave the boring old world in the daily grind, with a laugh and a thought to get you through. Jeff's got a brand new perspective for you. He's the king of the mind, the influence of soul, keeping us steady and taking control. It's more than a channel, it's a state of mind, where the jokes are fast and the truth's easy to find. From the audio board to the YouTube screen, the funniest disrupted as you've ever seen. Someone's on the edge making the call. Master of media standing 10 feet tall. Stop being a stranger, get in on the play. Jeff Stone's gonna help you survive the day. You come join the fly. Come join the fly. Thank you, hippie chick, for getting the channel out. It come join the flock, and that's Talk Media. Jeff is ready to ride.